Wyatt Kinder. Number 14, Jack Byers. Number 17, Braden Mann. Number 18, Jacob Freeman. Number 19, Troa Knight. Number 22, Everett Miller. Number 27, Jordan Raines. Number 29, Landon Carey. And number 30, Brock Miller. Winfield was coached by Jay Rader, assisted by Doug Wilson. And your RCB Flying Eagles today, number 2, Zach Kroll. Number 3, Isaiah Gabbert. Number 4, James Barnett. Number 6, Eli Knotts. Number 8, Luke Macara. Number 11, Harrison Sinsel. Number 13, Aiden Conley. Number 16, Owen Dodd. Number 21, Severio Destito. Number 22, Caden Layton. Number 29, Jaden Strauss. Number 36, AJ Carter. And today's starters, number 1, Anthony Corsini. Number 5, Caleb Roselius. Number 7, Caden Min. Number 43, Wyatt Crislip. Number 12, Chase Davis. Number 14, Chandler Walls. Number 15, Bradley Burnett. Number 17, Jackson McCain. Number 18, Jackson LeVay. Number 20, Carson Bennett. And number 30, Yahir Dominguez. The national anthem was played before the ladies' game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second game this afternoon. This is Gabe Rhodes.
This is Stephen Kennedy.
And we've got a big game for y'all, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Winfield Generals, Robert T. Byrd Eagles.
Yep.
Winfield comes in pretty frequently ranked,
Yep.
solid,
Mm-hmm.
good program, state title winner.
Yep.
This is going to be interesting, Steve.
Now, like I said, I was looking at the Max Prep rankings, and remember, this is statewide, so this includes AAA teams. So when I say this, the one thing about the Generals that RCB needs to look out for is they have scored 29 goals in their 7 games so far.
Oh my God.
So, especially coming off of 2 big-time efforts. The last 2 times they played nothing, and they beat Polka 9-2. So those were the last 2 victories. So not only winning, but obviously definitively. You know.
Any comparable contests?
Well, the only thing is we both played Charleston Catholic and we both lost to Charleston Catholic. 2-1 was our score and 3-1 was their score. So, but obviously both of us very competitive against a very good Charleston Catholic team. So,
yes.
So you can definitely see why this game's going to be one that's going to be definitely a tight game. If you're RCB, the guy to look most out for is number 17. Braden Mann. He has 6 goals and 7 assists for Kaiser. There he is actually unfortunately taking a hit there.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was a little tough one there.
Yep.
He'll be all right.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right. He just needs a breather. He is going to need a breather, but he's someone, if you're RCB, you need to keep an eye out for because he leads the team in both goals and assists for the Generals. And then
I think he just a little lost his breath there.
It might not even hit in that one spot. Might just hit him in the stomach and just knocked his air out. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
But and then they also have a Troa Knight who has 4 goals and 6 assists. So like when it comes to their big point getters, those are the 2 ones that have led the team. But also with 6 goals in the year is a Jordan Rains. So they've got 3 guys with multiple. They have several people with multiple goals. So definitely that's going to be something RCB is going to have to keep into account. It's not just one guy you got to stop. It's a lot of guys you got to stop.
Yeah, and they're going to be marshaled pretty well. I mean, we play pretty solidly.
Yep.
We press pretty well. Our struggle is just we can't find goals.
Yeah, I mean the last 2 games RCB has scored 1 goal between the 2 contests. The one just incredible kick by Wyatt Crislip against Bridgeport, and of course we tied 0-0 against East Fairmont on Tuesday,
which is impressive.
Yep.
The boys said in class this week that it was a very, very physical game.
Yep. Well, anytime you take on the Bees, it's going to be always going to be a tough one.
Give them a little rumble,
Yeah.
Little buzz.
Yeah. They always.
Listen, you gotta keep going.
You gotta keep it going.
All right, but good touch there from Jackson McCain. I'd like to see Jackson. He's got some speed.
Yeah.
And he kind of like in the girl. We're talking about off the air of the girls. I'd love to see him use his speed to get around somebody.
Yeah.
But the end product, just gotta kind of.
Yep. Little miscommunication there between Carson and Jackson there.
Yeah. It's interesting where Chase and Carson are.
Yeah.
I mean, Chase all the way over on this near side.
Nice job bringing it down by here. And then, unfortunately, as soon as he does that nice bring down, he just kind of steps on the ball a little bit, unfortunately.
Listen, I admire you a lot. He's a hard-working guy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he runs his tail off.
Oh, Chandler with a missed kick. But good job by Caleb Roselius to at least put some pressure.
Cover for the defender that missed. That is good wingback play.
Good call by the ref here. Definitely, is that 19? That's that Troa Knight I mentioned earlier committing that foul for the Generals.
We got a Clayton Brothers adventure this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, 3-person crew.
3-person crew, both Clayton boys.
Yep. Same crew as the girls' game, just a different center ref. The Sean has gone from an outside to the center, and the guy who I thought all the refs did a really good job in the first game. I mean, I can't think of any calls that I'm like, I think every call, the offsides was well called.
That's a good step there from
Caleb Roselius.
Rosie. Listen, Rosie, this is getting physical, and Rosie's here for it.
Yeah.
This
is going to be a game where also, you're going to have to, it's really hot out there. So, both teams, that's one thing RCB, always does substitute a lot, and you're probably going to definitely see that today because you got to keep people fresh out there.
For sure.
But the one thing that tells that the coaches can tell their guys, like, hey, there's a sub coming, so run your tail off.
Nice ball. And then McCain's trying to give you here a place to be.
Yeah.
Good thought, Jackson McCain. And trying to direct where you here was.
Yep.
Good work.
Yep. I mean, that was just that's a That was a good play by Jackson McCain. Just didn't have the numbers. Good job by the Generals to get back on defense. So we had like a 6-on-2. It seemed like at that point. So
and Chase with a nice line splitting pass. Man, this kid on the far side. What is his name?
Troa Knight, I believe.
I mean, he is giving Rosie and anybody on that right side a forearm.
Yeah. And
they are not saying a darn thing about it.
Yeah.
That's 2 times that I've watched Rosie go to the ground from a forearm to the back.
Yeah.
And Rosie's not a this isn't the pool for Rosie.
Yeah, yeah. No, he's definitely running through him. He looks like a big kid,
right.
But
you can't extend your arm.
No, you can't. As soon as you extend your arm, that's a foul.
And to Rosie's credit, he's not backing down.
Yep.
Good touch there.
You just gotta do your job and hope that the refs do their job and just make the calls.
But that is the battle to watch, ladies and gentlemen. See 19.
Okay, look, the ref is saying. I would say 19 went over. Troa Knight tried to take the throw, but it was off of him, and it goes to. And Caleb will now take it. Only 6 minutes in, like I said, already you can tell this is going to be a physical one. It's going to be a tight game. That
For sure.
And
this is where errant touches. This is going to be important.
Yeah, and I think this is why you schedule games like this. This is obviously this is one where Coach Min was looking for something to as we saw I've talked about before, steel sharpens steel. These are 2 teams that I think have aspirations of sectional, maybe get regional championships, and so you got to work hard to try to get to that point. Nice job by Chase there to snuff it out, but Carson, nice pass to Jackson LeVake. Jackson, look here. Tries to get to Yahir. Yahir gets a little bit of a touch on it, but
he tried to direct it on there to
yeah, that's just a tough play. As Chandler will eventually win it, but here comes a little space here, and there's the long ball, and Wyatt Crislip off his line. That was I believe that was Braden Mann, the guy we talked about earlier, who leads the team in both goals and assists, who was trying to play that through there.
Here's the thing that I, coming into this season, I had a lot of questions about Chase Davis.
Yeah.
He's got a great touch. He's good with the ball. I was wondering where he would slot in. Would they put him in the central midfield?
Yeah.
And that touch right there, he's a smart a smart soccer player.
Yeah.
Ball's coming to him. The first thing he does is check his other shoulder to make sure he's got space.
Yeah.
Puts the ball into where he can move into space. That's good play.
Yeah. Nice job as Caden wins that one, and Yahir tries to save it and just couldn't quite do it. A little bit of a miss hit from the Generals, but works the triangle well. Good job by Corsini there, and Yahir will win it, but there's number 2, Jackson Alexander.
So far, I'm really, really impressed by how much we are pressing together.
Good talk there by. Well, I think Wyatt told him to let that go. At least I hope so, because if not, then that was Dan. But because he was right under it, and then he kind of moved away from it. So I can't imagine that Wyatt's probably like, look, let it go, I got it.
Yeah.
That might be, kind of interesting. So here comes, Carson's got the ball. He's going, nice little move there. Gets it to Jackson McCain. McCain
gets it back, but Carson a little errant touch.
Yep.
That's okay.
Yep. Looks like Carson's playing maybe a little bit higher today than he has in the past games.
Well, and that's kind of like, it's kind of where he needs to be. He is an 8. And we were talking off air kind of about our formation choices.
Yeah.
For me, I would really like to see them in a midfield 3.
Yeah.
And that put somebody in the center, be it Anthony, be it Jackson McCain, and give Chase and Carson.
Ooh, nice job!
Nice job. Strike.
Nice strike. Nice job by Wyatt, just to catch it with his hands, watch it in, because that was well struck. But there's that Braden
Great
Mann.
ball by Bradley Burnett. Okay,
gets it on the break there. At 17, we'll fight with 17. Ooh, Caleb Vercelis. I think he might. I think he got the ball for the Generals, but it was close.
It
and
was
obviously,
really
Sean
close.
is right there, so
He was watching.
he's watching it from But as someone who used to do a lot of slide tackling, I always going to give unless I see something where I know that they didn't get the ball, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Whether it's
Carson, I wish Carson had seen that.
Yeah.
Rosie was on a shoulder, man. Oh,
Yeah.
dang. Okay.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Jackson's kinda
Jackson
sees
McCain.
Caleb.
You know what? Is it just me? Oh, Rosie.
Did Caleb? No, he didn't quite save it. So close.
So close. Good work, boys. Good work.
Good luck. Good hustle by Caleb, by Rosie there, but just couldn't quite turn the keep it in.
I thought he had it. I thought he had a good little touch. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, for your eardrums.
No. I mean, it looked like from here he might have saved it, but once again, it's one of those things where when they've gone to this whole, if any part of the ball goes over the line, it's out for a throw-in. I mean, like if we were playing, that's in. That's in all day.
All day.
That he saves that, but with the new rules, it just wasn't. So.
Well, and but you know what is really interesting to me that and I need to know if I'm like it looks like James Barnett is in.
Yep.
Are we seeing Jackson McCain be more of a creator?
And as I see Isaiah Gabbert is. Look at
Good
Look
work,
at Wyatt
man.
Crislip does a good job of using his body there.
Listen, that's
to
a modern
shield.
goalkeeper, ladies and gentlemen. Little Andre Onana.
Yeah, because he couldn't pick it up since it was outside of the penalty area. So he decides to, as Isaiah Gabbert will go back and tries to. Ooh, but no! Here comes here comes, and good defending there as it was. Carson Schoen was the one who tried to score there, but RCB was able to get enough bodies to. But yeah, when you make a mistake in that area, that can sometimes cost you. But unfortunately, RCB was able to get away with that one.
Well, and I'm glad to see Gabbert back because having him, he is a leader. He's stability for this group.
And it's number one there. Extended his arm against Jackson McCain, but. Kind of away from the play, so I understand why maybe they make that call, but just something to keep an eye on. As Chase will come back on for Isaiah.
Yeah.
As nice header. Can Barnett get around there? Nice job by number 7, Chris Foudy, to win that one. As both teams seem to be willing to sub a good bit here.
It is so hot out here,
Yep.
and on turf,
Yep.
it's going to be 10 degrees warmer.
Yep. Got to feel a little bit for that goalkeeper. Black shirt, black
Who made that life choice?
Yeah.
No disrespect.
No disrespect. Well, I guess at least the one thing for the keeper is they don't have to run, 3-4 miles today, unlike some of these other guys. So,
right. Could you imagine having to play in an all-black? Oof.
Yeah.
Hot.
North Marion should never play. If it's a certain temperature, North Marion should not have to play in a black jersey. Because I know that one of their colors is black, but nah. Just no. It's not fair to them.
Well, I mean, you also get used to it.
That's fair.
But
and late in the season, when it gets to October, it's not that big of a deal.
Well, and those jerseys breathe too.
Oh yeah. I remember we had the old polyester jersey.
Oh yeah, no.
Those things were awful.
No, these kids. I mean, today they're getting maybe not like Premier League quality, but they're getting some pretty high quality synthetic material.
Yeah, exactly. So that's nice to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sad that we haven't seen the bird white jerseys or supposedly the new bird black jerseys, which I'm pumped about.
Yeah. I say, used to have to tape up our jerseys because they were coming apart at the seams. To be fair, that was the last year of those jerseys. Then they got the new ones, but
right.
The memories.
Memories. Jamie Holt getting the number 8 jersey. Still not happy about that. I'm gonna say that every season.
Caden Min does a good job as. Now he's one of the ones that he's gonna have to think about that because Caden tends to be one that will play probably 80 minutes. Him, Chandler usually will play a lot.
Well, right, like we talked about last time that we were at home. You don't want to take your center back pairing out a lot.
Yeah.
especially in this part of the season where you're still trying to like warm up and get ready, and you understand. Oh, come on.
Just a little wide for James there.
Yeah.
As Isaiah Gabbert will come back in. Looks like, yeah, James Barnett's the one coming out. For a second there, I thought Rosie was coming out because she was kind of walking toward the sideline, but then he fooled us. He fooled us all.
Tricky Rosie.
Yeah. Nice job by Isaiah. Gets it to Chase. Chase tries to play it to. Oh no! Look at Anthony. He's hurt. He's hurt. Yep.
I don't know what happened, but Jackson.
They're going to call Jackson for going through, but if you're Anthony, you might need to take a knee here and
he's trying to fight through it, but
and
that's tough. That's tough to here we are. No,
yeah,
it's senior season. That's where it gets a little tougher.
Yeah, but at the same time, you got to be careful because as much as it would be nice to win today, I mean a result today would be great, but this isn't a sectional game. It's not a regional game. The only time we see these guys in the postseason is if we happen to both meet at state, which would be awesome. But at the same time, there's a lot of avenues that may not happen. So this game isn't exactly. This game's more to get better, and you don't want to get yourself hurt in these type of games.
Right. Like
you don't get yourself hurt in any game, but especially games that probably aren't the ones that are going to decide too much.
Right. Who do we have coming on? I can't see across there right now. Do you have your binocular? Wait, I got him right here. Hold on. Looks like.
Is that Caden Layton?
Yeah, I think it's Caden Layton, and I bet you he's coming in for. Yep, I bet he is coming in. Well,
oh, what a step by Caden Min there. But good job by the defender there. But, yeah, that's he's coming in for McCain. As the freshman there getting some playing time. Good to see.
Now, this is interesting. This is someone I don't think we've ever seen. This says that 36 is Aaron Carver.
A.J. Carver, yep.
A.J. Carver? Okay.
Yeah, that's what it says on this one here. Yeah, A.J.
Okay,
A.J. Carver, okay.
Well, good for him as a freshman to get some time.
Yep.
Surprising that he's coming in for.
Yep. Well, I mean, one of the things is, this RCB, obviously, after this game, actually, RCB boys will be playing a JV game, so against Winfield. So that'll be good experience for both teams. And yeah, I think the big thing is he kind of went up, studs up a little bit.
Well,
so.
Yeah, kind of went studs up and kind of left his trailing foot, like his non-ball contact foot, out.
Yeah, and it was high too.
Yeah, can't do that.
Yeah.
Looks like we got a little question of the distance here.
Yeah. Well, I think he's asking for 10 because he's not getting 10. That's clearly not 10.
No, that's not 10. Sean?
Yeah. Well, nice play by the goalkeeper. That was Chandler Walls taking that shot. That was a good-looking shot, but unfortunately for RCB, the keeper was up to it. Both teams have had kind of a similar shot like that, where both teams have had that.
Great play from Isaiah Gabbert.
All right.
And little Winfield
player.
Yahir's
looks like Yahir's going to check back in.
Yeah. I would be interested. I'm interested that Yahir's coming on. Might be moving Carver somewhere. This poor Winfield boy is hurt.
Yeah, number 29. That's Landon Carey. Let's go ahead and
we'll step away here for a second. This is the Robert C. Byrd Streaming Network.
From country to Christian, rock and roll to blues and soul, the Robinson Grand Performing Arts Center in the heart of downtown Clarksburg is your destination for spectacular live events and memory-making experiences. Visit therobinsongrand.com to find the next show you're coming to see.
To walk up under his own power. So, you know, whatever it was, obviously, actually, he's not even walking off. He's still on the field.
Now that's shouldn't.
Yeah, he should have to actually come off. He had to stop the game because you got injured. You should have to come off the field, even if it's just for literally. It could be one of those. You substitute him, you tell him to stay at the center line, and then he can come back in. But
yeah, good to see some of the Bird boys checking on him. Jackson LeVake.
Yep.
Real respectable move there. Say, hey, you can see, are you okay? Check each other. Love that in sports.
Well, because the one thing you want to see, no matter which team, you know, no one would want to have an injury come out of this one.
No, this is a game where two very good teams are trying to check each
As
other.
AJ was almost able to get that one, but
well, and AJ's kind of got
Jack Byers was able to snuff that out. The captain.
We're not on the Range Rover. He's not going to read. 24.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
I mean, every week, man, I used to love that show.
Oh,
that nice turn by Carey. Oh, sorry, not
Carver.
Carey. Carver. Sorry, AJ Carver. Nice turn.
I might be seeing why he's getting some minutes here.
Yeah. Is he? I wonder if he was, because remember our roster is.
It's pretty long.
That's all. It's
that was out.
That was out, and he's
corner.
Sean is calling for a corner here, and that is, I believe, the correct call. As Yahir is going to get back in here.
There we go.
As they're we'll see what happens here, because it's about 20 minutes. Last game with the girls, they did a water break, but we'll see.
Well, and they need to.
They need to. The only difference is, you know, like I said, we talked about how Kaiser only had 15 players, so they really had no subs. Whereas at least both these teams are relatively deep. So, but yeah, I mean that shouldn't matter. You know, it's as.
Oh, that's really interesting.
As gets all the way back to Wyatt Crislip.
And there's another handball, but
yep, as good transfer of control there by Foudy. Now go out. I'm guessing, since they didn't blow the whistle there, I'm guessing, well, nope, never mind. We are taking a water break, so we will step aside. You're watching the Robert C. Byrd Streaming Network.
From country to Christian, rock and roll to blues and soul, the Robinson Grand Performing Arts Center in the heart of downtown Clarksburg is your destination for spectacular live events and memory-making experiences. Visit therobinsongrand.com to find the next show you're coming to see.
I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I am really happy that we saw that water break.
Yeah.
You know, it's youth sports, man. Like these kids, we gotta make sure that they're okay.
Yep.
And I am glad. Like, we're not playing for money.
No, no.
You know, there's not a multi-million-dollar TV rights deal on like.
Yeah.
And even then, you know, nobody needs to die because of a sporting event.
Oh no.
Or be injured or be sick. You know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it's the right call. You know, we were talking with Ian last game, talk about when we were younger, we played quarters. That was just the way we did it. So we basically got a water break because Wyatt Chrislip. Oh my! Oh no!
And you need to make a call because that.
Okay. Well, we're going to step away. We'll watch the RCB Bird streaming network.
From country to Christian, rock and roll to blues and soul, the Robinson Graham Performing Arts Center in the heart of downtown Clarksburg is your destination for spectacular live events and memory-making experiences.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're glad to see Wyatt back on his feet. Something needs to be said on the right hand side there. And it looks like that's what Sean is doing.
But I think we discussed it. I think that's a yellow. I think it's a yellow card. I mean, you take a guy out like that late, and here's the thing: they're going to give him the throw in too, because I know technically they kicked it out, but when you have a foul like that, that's at least give RCB the penalty kick.
Right. At least, okay.
Now they're doing that,
Okay. That's that. I appreciate that. But, we just talked about with the water break.
Yeah.
This is high school sports.
Yep.
They are competitive. Be freaking competitive. Let's go.
Yeah.
But, you know what? At a point, when that needs to be said, something's got to be done. And it looks like the refs took care of that, and we really appreciate that.
Well, like I said, and it's one of those things where you just have to – whenever stuff like that happens, and I don't believe that anyone intentionally does that. Or at least, how about this? 99.9% of the time it's not intentional. I don't think there was intentional, but sometimes when you're being reckless, that's what the cards are there for a lot of times.
And that it's there to say, hey, the physicality is great, but you have got to play under control.
Yeah, I already say. It's like in football where you now have the new targeting rule, A lot of times, I don't think the guys go in there intentionally trying to.
Great ball, Cade Minnick. Great trap, you hear?
Yep. But they're going to say that hit off his arm.
Oh. Well, I guess from the angle we have, we can't see that.
We couldn't see that from here. But my point was, like, in college and pro football, they have targeting. A lot of times, those aren't intentional, but it's just to say, hey, you got to be careful, or if you're not careful, we can't have you out there hurting other people.
Looks like Luke McCarr is in the game also. Interesting to see him. He's playing in the 10 role here up top. That's kind of the thing that RCB also needs going. Like, we have a great back four. I think we have a really solid deep midfield, but we need somebody to connect everybody together.
Yes.
And if that can be Luke McCarr, let's go.
Yep. He's
got a good touch. That's where I thought Chase would be. I thought Chase would be our 10.
Yeah.
Because Carson and Isaiah are great as physical in the middle of the park kind of guys. But this is going to be a fast contest, y'all.
As Caden does a good job of winning the ball there to stop that opportunity. So with about 17 and a half minutes to go, still nothing. Robert C. Byrd at Winfield.
Caden Min is playing a grown man's game today. Like he has been imperious. I don't know that I would give him the meme Rolls Royce title.
Yeah.
But he has played his positioning is good, his communication is great, and he is playing out of his socks physically.
Yeah. I mean, Caden really is the leader of this team. He's going to be however far this team's going to go. He's going to have to lead them there. That's just the truth of it. That's just the truth of it. I mean, there's other great players on this team. But,
Chandler's playing his socks off too.
Oh no, absolutely. Chandler's done very well as well.
Now it is great step. Isaiah Gabbert. Can he get around the corner? Oh,
but he does a good job at least winning the the throw in there. As here comes some more substitutes. As Corsini and I believe that's Chase Davis coming back on.
Yeah. Oh well, and I hate seeing Luke's. I want to see Luke McCarr get more time.
Yeah. And as Gabbert and Luke Vacaras comes off.
But I'm sure they're also kind of giving Isaiah, runs out, but not making him play because his ankle is still kind of funky.
Yeah. Yeah, the idea is just to loosen it up a bit, but to try to, because like I said, we talked about how this game, it's good for sharpening your skills, but the one thing you don't want to do is lose anyone because of it. So you just have to, if there's anyone that has any type of serious injury, you're not going to try to push them too hard.
That was a nice thought by Chase Davis, just a little bit weak in the pass.
Yeah.
Kind of, if he'd just given it a little bit more weight, we got a Brad Burnett on goal.
Yeah. But both teams have been looked very well technically. I mean, especially the trapping and the passings looked really good for both teams.
For sure.
As RCB will try to push up here as they force the Generals to retreat.
Well, and I mean, it's not like we haven't been. The problem for me so far is this whole game for both sides has been in the middle of the park. I haven't seen a lot of. Do we have a shot on goal for either team?
I guess those two long shots that the keepers got, like one for them, one for us. Remember, ours was by Chandler, and theirs was by, I think Braden Mann.
Yeah, but
and I think they also had another one that was but how about this? No shot within probably 30 yards of goal.
Right.
So no like great opportunity, you would say. Like, kind of like those wing and a hope type of opportunities. Like you take it, but it's like a less than 1% chance it's going to work. So, but sometimes those do. I mean, we saw with the last game, I mean, that the last goal RCB had by Wyatt Crislip was a
goalkeeper's goal.
Was a goalkeeper. So think about that. The last person to score for RCB right now at this moment is a goalkeeper.
Right, and here we are, 3 guys.
Oh, there we go. Nice ball by Carson. Can Corsini.
Oh, God, Anthony Corsini was so close.
Good job by the keeper there. He deflects it, and then it goes off the so nice play by the keeper.
Great ball there, guys. Now there we go. 3 guys moving together. A front line.
Yeah.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Put it in the ball in the corner.
Yeah.
Just listen. That's what we need, kids. I'm sorry for your eardrums, those of you listening at home.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, though, if you hear scores off this corner, I'm going to lose it. Here's great. Great kid. Here
comes Corsini. He's going to play it in. But a little too close to the keeper there.
Yeah, a little too close, a little too slow. Like hit that with some power.
Yeah, so it did seem like he seems to be placing it a lot and just not. But here comes the Generals the other way, as the Generals will charge. As Rosie does a good job stuffing it out there. But here come Winfield again, long ball through.
Well, and good job by Chandler to look and see and feel and
look, see, listen. You make sure that because obviously anytime if Wyatt Crislip can get it, it should be his ball. Okay, here comes you hear. Can you hear? Can Corsini win it? He does. He shoots.
Well, but he's probing.
He's probing.
And he switched boots. Look at this. Look at this. Did we notice anything? Anthony Corsini has gone to a different pair of boots.
Yep.
Gold boots must not have been suiting him.
Yep. Did that? And that was left-footed too. So that was a nice strike on his weaker foot. On his weaker foot. And if you were playing for the football team, that would have been 3 points.
3 points.
Yeah.
The evolution of soccer sometimes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Great stop there by you here. Smart. Hey.
Oh, it gets as McCain heads it, but unfortunately it will just trickle right to the keeper.
But so far, I mean, I'm like
last couple of minutes have been good for RCB, but here comes the Generals again.
As the Generals are asking questions.
Yes. But so far, I think the back line's done a good job of preventing them from getting anything really dangerous. But, like I said, you can see how they keep their shape well.
Definitely.
This is definitely a team. Both teams are well coached, but you can tell that the Generals obviously don't get to see them as much as RCB. But you can see that they play well together.
But we're pretty even. This is a pretty similar level of skills, similar level and we play a similar kind of style. I think the Generals are looking a little bit more to hit us on the counter.
Yep.
And we're playing a little bit more in the middle of the park, but so far it's been pretty good.
Yep. As Chase Davis tries to put some pressure there. Oh!
That's an interesting little.
I don't know what happened there. I guess they went for you here. Just to give you an update, Dereview men's soccer beat number 3 in the country, Portland, 1-0 today.
Wow, that's a big win. WVU soccer, big
they're
win.
Still undefeated for the men's soccer team. So, like I said, number 3 team in the country.
Listen, Dan Stratford's got them playing.
Yep.
Crazy ball.
Yeah, I mean, last year just seemed like every bounce went the wrong way for Dereview last year. Like, they tied number 1 Kentucky, but once again, just like a bad bounce at the end, cost them the win. And it's just all that. But I think, now, hopefully this is the year that they turn that around and the bounces actually go their way instead of the opposite.
I'm happy for some WVU football to be playing well.
Mm-hmm.
No tea, no shade.
Yep.
Actually, all tea, all shade.
Yeah.
But today, listen, this is a great day for soccer wherever you may be.
Yep. Yep. As with less than 10 minutes to go, RCB and Winfield here are tied 0-0 in a very tight contest. As though, unfortunately, that ball's going to get through, and Gabbert.
Oh, Gabbert! That just a miss. That's rustiness from being out for a little bit.
Yep, and that ball unfortunately hits almost the exact wrong spot, just an inch to the left, and you got yourself a goal kick. And instead, we got a deep throw, which can always be dangerous for your team if you can't win it here.
Right.
Good throw though, up the sideline at least to get some space. But just couldn't quite connect it to Carson. Good job by Rosie there to play it off play it off Winfield there, and it will be a goal kick for RCB with about 8:40 left. Still 0-0.
Well, and as a lifelong viewer of this sport, I will take this kind of contest all day, every day.
Quick pace.
Pacey, technical, collective. I think these are two good teams.
Yes.
These are two teams that should, if we can get some scoring, should make it to the state tournament.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see Lewis County. I know. Yeah,
Lewis County, the next game, they were regional finalists last year. Lost, obviously, to Grafton, who was the one who made it to the States, who are both good.
Now.
Here comes Jackson LeVake. He gets in. He shoots.
Oh, my God, Jackson LeVake.
And they're going to call McCain offsides there.
Boy, I am not happy about that.
Nice save by the keeper, though.
Nice save by the keeper.
That was a good strike by LeVake.
Listen, great strike. Took a defender on.
Yep.
Asked some questions. Hit it with some power.
Yeah.
Great save by that keeper. Great save.
Yep.
I gotta. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta remind myself that I am at a high school field and not at home watching the game.
Yeah.
But great little play there. Oh, now, Bradley, that was a little dangerous, but he makes up for it. Goes and chases it down.
Ooh!
Never leave your feet. Ooh, Chandler. There we go. Now that's the tidy defensive play.
And they're going to call a foul there on Chase Davis as he got pushed down there. As with 6.5 minutes to go, here comes As long ball in by Chandler. Caden Min, once again, they're saying Jackson McCain is offsides, and they're going to, as it was good play in by Chandler, and nice try by Caden Min, but just couldn't connect it with, and like I said, Jackson McCain was a little bit offsides there at the end. At least he was called offsides. So, as with about 6 minutes to go, RCB still has the ball here. Couldn't quite connect it. McCain couldn't quite connect it to Chase. Here comes.
Well, it was weird. Like, it was like Chase thought he heard somebody behind him.
Yeah. Oh, and that.
Well, and in that moment, no.
It's Rosie. Whew. As that ball goes across, and fortunately, that was number 29, Landon Carey, could not quite get a touch on it. That would have been a goal for
that. That is what you call a tightener there. You know,
yeah.
That was.
Yeah, you hold your breath for a second there, because it looked like that almost as a nice play by Wyatt Kinder, who's the one who got the ball, won the ball, and then made that nice through ball.
For sure.
So, but unfortunately, like I said, RCB was able to get away with one there.
And Chandler, that is uncharacteristic from Chandler.
Yeah.
Well, but and some of that, and look at our guys and looking at them. Yeah. A lot of this right now is being tired.
Yeah.
You've got 4 minutes. Yeah. You've played in some very intense heat.
Yeah.
Some very intense humidity.
As there's Braden Mann again, as he goes for goal again, but once again Wyatt Crislip is up to the task.
And Wyatt Crislip says, "Okay, I'm gonna." Whoa!
All the way to the other team's 30. Can Jackson McVake?
And the keeper got a little scared, a little scared.
Yeah.
But Jackson LeVake, Jackson LeVake has been really nice down this left side.
I was going to say, he's done a good job. Very close to obviously having one goal, if not for a great stop by the keeper. But he's definitely showing why he should be getting more playing time.
Well, and for sure, like talking to him a little bit, I like him in that inverted fullback role. Like, I think he's a good creative person, and he's got a lot of skills, and he's a strong defender. But he's really showing us that even on the offensive end too, he's deserving of minutes.
Yeah.
Which is great. This is that's really solid. Because we needed we don't have a ton of creativity going forward.
Yeah.
I think we missed Xavier Sennett.
Yeah, we missed Sennett. Obviously, obviously missed both of our forwards, Thomason and Yanego.
Shout out Caleb Yanego here helping us film today.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for sure, we miss having a focal striker.
Yep. At this point, like I said, we talked about how in 7 games, Winfield scored 29 goals. RCB, by comparison, in 7 games has scored 11. And that's part of that is probably competition level. I think they play a couple teams that aren't quite as good, and so that allows them to rack up the goals. But at the same time, 11 goals in 7 games, you gotta score more than that.
For sure.
If your goal is to make it to Charleston, I guess it's Beckley technically. Every other sport, it's Charleston except for soccer. We get Beckley, but if you want to make it to Beckley, then you gotta score. We gotta find a way to find more goals. So obviously last year what knocked us out of the tournament was we went 210 minutes with Grafton didn't score a goal and then lost in penalties.
Yeah.
So.
Oh. Well, and that I think the halftime whistle could not come soon enough for.
As Chris Fowdy there looked like he almost had one, but Wyatt Crislip got just enough to knock it away. Chris Fowdy, who's looked really good on the left side for the Generals here, he's been asking a lot of questions for RCB.
Yeah, and then down this left side, I think Brad has done a really nice job, or whoever's down here playing on our right. But He's fast. This Fowdy kid's fast.
Yes. As here comes, as it goes over the top of Carson Bennett. But fortunately, I believe that's number 11, Wyatt Kinder, just couldn't turn on it, and they'll go out harmlessly for a goal kick with about a minute to go.
And I think Wyatt Crystal can take all the time in the world.
Yep.
Because the boys are under the shade on the bench because it is so hot.
Yep.
Except for Severio. Severio's out in the sun.
Yep. Here comes Carson Bennett.
Great little step from
here.
Carson.
See if he maybe can create one last opportunity here before half.
And I saw what Anthony thought he was trying to do, just didn't make the contact he wanted.
Yep. As Chandler Wall steps up there, but here comes another. There's that Chris Fowdy again, but Chandler's just going to play it out and slow up the attack here a little bit. Good job by Gabbert to at least get something on it. Here comes the long ball in, and that is out with about 13 seconds to go. And like I said, if you're Chris, you might want to just take your time, boot it away. Well, he's going to get it to with 5 seconds here. Gets it to Chandler, and Chandler's just going to let the time run out here. And so that will end the first half with the score. Robert C. Byrd 0, Winfield 0.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll step away here and come back for our halftime thoughts on the Robert C. Byrd Streaming Network.
Hello, and welcome to Harrison County, West Virginia. With a population of over 69,000, Harrison County is a thriving community with plenty of recreational opportunities, historical sites, and a booming economy. And with an ideal central location, Harrison County is within a 10-hour drive of 60% of the population of the United States, with relatively easy access to cities like New York City, Chicago, and Atlanta. Vital to the region is our North Central West Virginia Airport, which serves as an economic engine for the area, providing countless job opportunities to local residents and has an annual impact of over $1 billion. Whether you're here to visit or find a place to call home, there's plenty to discover in Harrison County.
There's something for everyone in Harrison County. Indian mounds, located near the Veterans Park, are thought to be burial mounds constructed by the Hopwellian culture prior to the year 1000 AD. During the Civil War, the county seat Clarksburg served as a military depot for the Union Army. General George B. McClellan held his headquarters here in 1861 until the Battle of Bull Run. The Clarksburg Downtown Historic District includes an extraordinary variety of architectural types and styles. The Courthouse Plaza displays the statue of Stonewall Jackson, a native son and legendary Confederate general, as well as the flagstaff from the battleship USS West Virginia, sunk at Pearl Harbor. Residents and visitors enjoy a wide variety of unique shops and dining options throughout Clarksburg's Downtown Historic District. Downtown Bridgeport, the shops at Averill Place. Meadowbrook Mall in Bridgeport attracts shoppers from across the region with stores of every size and specialty. Explore Harrison County today. Harrison County, West Virginia is made up of 10 family-friendly cities, each with a robust sense of community and culture. Our diverse housing mix includes new homes and established neighborhoods at various price points, as well as homes of character in tranquil lakeside settings. Carefully conceived mixed-use communities offer plans for a wide array of amenities that the entire family can enjoy. No matter what your age or lifestyle, there are options including independent and assisted living apartment communities that offer as much or as little care as you need. We warmly invite you to explore Harrison County, West Virginia, where your dream home awaits you. Harrison County offers services, opportunities, and activities for all ages. Farmers markets in Bridgeport and Clarksburg feature locally produced foods and live music provided by local musicians. Harrison County hosts several community festivals throughout the year celebrating unique cultures, marking the season or remembering the county's rich history. The county is also home to excellent healthcare services, from the United Hospital Center in Bridgeport and the Veterans Administration Hospital in Clarksburg to Fairmont General Hospital, Monongahela General Hospital, and Ruby Memorial Hospitals. The area's fire, police, and emergency medical first responders reach every hill and valley in the county to coordinate care for injured residents and threatened property. In addition, the community offers a number of senior citizen services and centers that provide everything from nutrition guidance and exercise classes to medical care. Discover an exceptional quality of life in Harrison County. Harrison County Parks and Recreation offers a variety of outdoor opportunities. Veterans Memorial Park in Clarksburg features a popular aquatic center with areas to swim and play. At approximately 12 miles, the Southern Rail Trail begins at Camden Street and ends at Custer Addition, while the 4-mile-long Northern Trail starts at the east end of Hamel Avenue and ends in Spelter. A fitness trail winds along the river for a mile and a half. There are picnic shelters for large groups, lighted tennis courts, a skate park, a dog park, an 18-hole miniature golf course, and an amphitheater. In Bridgeport, the recreation complex features 4 baseball fields, a multi-purpose field for soccer, football, or lacrosse, a walking trail, basketball court, and large picnic shelter. The Harrison County Recreation Center offers interactive exhibits designed to inform, engage, and inspire. Built on a reclaimed coal strip mine, Pete Dye Golf Club provides players with many unique features that remind golfers of its past. Experience it all in Harrison County. Harrison County schools offer rigorous curriculum choices that challenge students at every level. The Harrison County School District is where all are leaders and all are learners, with 25 schools serving elementary, middle, and high school students throughout the area. For quality higher education in the area, local colleges include Pierpont Community and Technical College, Salem International University, and Fairmont State University. The Gaston Caperton Center at Fairmont State University is a focal point of higher education within the county, serving approximately 1,100 students weekly. The Robert C. Byrd National Aerospace Education Center, a component of the Fairmont State University and Pierpont Community and Technical College, offers associate and bachelor degree programs in aviation technology. The path to a strong education begins in Harrison County. Harrison County is continually welcoming new and exciting opportunities for economic growth. Located in Bridgeport, Meadowbrook Mall is a major source of traffic and revenue. Harrison County is served by the North Central West Virginia Airport, which offers convenient flights to Washington, D.C. and Chicago through United Airlines. West Virginia's Charles Point combines commercial, residential, and recreational areas into one master-planned community. Adjacent to Charles Point is the state-of-the-art United Hospital Center, and nearby is White Oaks Business Community. This developed area of West Virginia's Interstate 79 is considered part of a high-tech corridor. Harrison's job growth has been heavily driven by the production of natural gas. Antero Resources in Bridgeport has been prominent in the exploration and production of natural gas and oil since 2002. The Harrison County Chamber of Commerce promotes a vibrant business climate by fostering business growth with its numerous members. Business and industries thrive in Harrison County. Anybody can live in a neighborhood, but not everyone gets to reside within a true community. Our vast array of community organizations not only provide opportunities to give back, get involved, and come together, they create a sense of pride for our city and continue to help forge the community our residents are proud to call home. Doing better by working together. Community starts here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This half could go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what what is what you wake up for. You come to if you want your kid to play high level soccer. This is where you want them to be.
Yep. As here comes the refs out here is kind of like what we were waiting on for the start of the second half. As RCB will be kicking off in the blue and Winfield. Like I said, good first half. I thought pretty even. RCB looked, there were some times where RCB seemed to have the advantage, and there was other times where it seemed like Winfield, toward the end, I thought Winfield had a couple really good opportunities that fortunately RCB was able to repel. But RCB, like that one time with LeVay, looked really good, and hopefully can get one here in the second half. But I tell you, whoever gets that first goal is going to really have a huge advantage. That's one of those. It's one of those type of games,
Oh, and that's a bad touch from the central defender there from Winfield. And Anthony, that right there, plotted from the training ground.
Yeah.
I'm a hammer one and go get it.
Yeah. Dropped it back to Caden. Caden put it up there and asked some questions. Almost was able to get one there, but as Gabbert there tries to fight through it. Gets over to Carson. Carson, nice pass to Gabbert. Gabbert's going to give over to Chase.
Well, and I'd like, okay, that's that.
There we go. Now Carson's got a little bit of room here. See what he can find. He finds McCain. McCain gets it back to Carson. Carson.
Well, and I'd like to see our creative guys like Chase.
Ooh, yeah, there's good. Oh, dangerous spot for a free kick.
Don't take it fast. Do not take it fast.
You don't need to take this one fast, because this is a really, and obviously if you're Anthony, you need to ask for 10.
Yeah.
And Sean needs to push him back to 10.
Well, and there have been so few chances on this half. Like, you have got to go for goal here.
Yeah.
Okay,
and there's Sean walking off.
Well, and I think there's a little frustration from Chase Davis because Chase Davis really wanted to go quick. Oh, did he get a tip to that?
Did not look like it, but it's a good shot goal.
We'll take a little replay there. Not a bad shot from Anthony.
Yeah,
not a bad shot from Anthony. Exactly what you have to do that.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to pass the ball in that type of tight quarters and get a second touch there, especially a team as quality as Winfield. So you probably just need to go for goal there.
Well, and good to see a little interplay there from Isaiah and Chase.
Yeah. This guy tried to move it up about 5 yards, and Sean Clayton was like, actually about 10 yards, and Sean Clayton was like, I'm not having that.
Well, unless we got a player down here for Winfield.
Okay, they're gonna stop the clock here. That's Braden Mann, their leading scorer there.
Well, I think is it just an ankle problem? What's going on here? We got a minute here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if we can have a conversation about. We're just gonna start her back, I guess.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. That was strange, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Strange. Well, but hopefully he's okay.
Yeah. Looks like he is.
Okay.
As Caleb as Rosie got something there. That's why that was not a call off of Winfield.
And it's a good fight there from Carson. I appreciate that he, sometimes I wonder if Carson's not always the most on the aggressive, or on the front foot in terms of his aggression. And I'd like to see that a little bit more. Because his foot skill, he can definitely get the ball moving.
Oh, absolutely. I can definitely see that with him. Here comes as now Winfield's getting a little possession here. We'll see how that works out. But if you're RCB, if they're retreating, just step up and take the options in front of them and just make them either go back or try to force something in, and hopefully you can steal it from there.
Right.
As the long ball outside, and it's going to keep rolling, but does he save it? They're going to say goal kick because it just went over the line, and you can tell by his reaction that it went over
the dramatic reaction.
Yeah. That obviously he's not disagreeing with the call because he knows it was out. He's just frustrated with himself because he thought he could keep it in. That's that number 19, Troa Knight, who, like I said, one of their better players.
Little aggressive reaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, I mean, Winfield has played a good game there. Like, good check there from Chase to check over his shoulder, make sure he can take that touch. Not getting a whole lot of help, which is going to be tough. Like, and I'd like to see Brad drive a little harder, drive a little farther forward. Smart by Chase Davis, a little matrix move to keep the ball moving for his team.
It's about 35 minutes left. RCB and Winfield still tied 0-0 here at Bird Field.
And that's a useful little ball from Anthony.
I
thought he might. And see, here's where Carson, make one move and then find somebody.
Yeah.
You move faster off the ball than you do with it.
As there's that number 7, Chris Fowley there, trying to play one through. He was definitely one that you could tell he kind of stepped. He kind of leapt off the field for his pace. Definitely was giving RCB some trouble in the first half. For sure.
Well, and you can't coach speed. Those guys, you.
Well, go to Gorilla Strength if you want to work on your speed. They're really good at that.
They are really good at making you faster.
Yep. So anyone who wants to work on that, a little bit of, I guess, free advertising.
Sure. This has been an interesting little Saturday contest.
Oh yeah,
because I don't think we're playing at a super fast pace.
Yeah, like I said, I think as the time's gone on, and it says it feels 81, but like I said, we talked about turf makes about 10 degrees warmer. Plus the sun's coming right down. There's no shade. There's no nothing. It's right on them. So you're getting the full brunt of that.
Good work from Jackson McCain.
McCain almost couldn't keep it in, but it was good work from him.
Well, and we're getting a lot of these good moments of individual push.
Yeah. Yep. This guy, finished him off. I think it's something similar to the girls. They had some great individual moments, but they just were struggling with that little bit of finishing touch in the first game where the girls beat Kaiser 3-0. And the boys are struggling, and I think against a very quality side. And you just don't get that many opportunities. So, and to be fair, we could talk about the Levesque save, and I think that this keeper's had a couple really good saves that you could argue have, against maybe some other keepers would have been goals. So, and here comes that Foudy again, but nice job by Rosie. Gets it up to Carson. Carson looking around. Gets to Isaiah. Nice
Great
pass by
touch.
Isaiah to Corsini, but
well, I kind of wish Corsini would have taken a touch out of his feet and put it to McCain.
Yeah,
because there's McCain ready to go.
Ooh. But unfortunately for Rosie, goes straight to number 7, Foudy, and here comes the Generals, and here comes Foudy. Nice shot by him, but fortunately Chrislip was up to the challenge again.
Well, and Rosie did not.
Rosie kicked it and was trying to clear it, and it just, unfortunately for him, just hit right into the feet of a Winfield.
Right, but he's very, very lucky that his slide attempted.
I would say the fact that he didn't get, because if he gets anything, that's a card.
Yeah.
If he touches that player, that's a card. because that's
a good hustle there from Carson.
Yep.
It's a card, and I mean he's lucky.
Yep. So I mean, you know, as here go Chase Davis here.
Good. Oh, a little miscommunication there.
Yeah. Jackson McCain was going up, and Chase was playing it to his feet, and yeah. It's hard, you know, in soccer because it's so quick. You know, it's a split second. You know, and if you're not 100% on the same play,
well, that's what's so important about having a relationship with the person you're playing with.
Mm-hmm.
To know, like, hey, go and do this. Hey,
it's kind of like the same thing, you know, people talk about with basketball. It's very similar in that regard. You know, you know, is a guy going to go out or make the back cut? And it's kind of one of those things. The more you play with a guy, it's the same thing in soccer. You know.
Well, and it looks like, are we going to have another water break?
Not quite yet. I think that's the 20-minute mark. So we still got about 10 minutes to the water break. Nice step by Rosie. Gets over to Bradley. But taken away there by White Kinder. He's looked good, too. He beats everyone. Gets it to the center. Oh, good job by Gabbard.
That right there is miscommunication between Rosie and Brad, who both of them were like, I got it, and didn't back off, and the attacker just went past both of them.
So there's that Chris Foudy there. Gets it over to Mann as RCB's deep in their own territory. Here comes the Generals. But LeVake tried to get through. Good last-ditch defending by LeVake. Was able to finally get it away. But, you know, those...
Good defending by McCain.
Yep.
I mean, you are 10 yards, into the 10-yard line.
Yep. Here comes Yahir. Yes, he's going to get
He's been waiting for a hot minute.
As it's going to be Gabbert that's going to come off, it looks like. Yep. Gabbert for Yahir. Try to get some fresh legs. As we talk about how hot it is, you know, the more fresh legs you can get up top, because you know the most defense, you know, just as we talked about, you know, it's you don't want to, you worry about your defenders, so you usually keep them on for a long time. They're usually some of your guys that will play about 80 minutes. So
well, now that's an interesting little stop there. I thought maybe.
I guess he must have saw a foul.
I don't know if you hear. I don't.
I was kind of looking. Honestly, I was looking away at something else, and then it was stopped. So, Bradley will plays that one out, but here comes Winfield. Ooh, Chase. It's going to end up okay. It ends up, but that's dangerous in your own end, you know.
I said you want to. I'm sure give Coach Ben's heart rate, blood pressure, a little bit of a rise.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the return call there for McCain.
Yeah. This was about, like I said, 27.5 minutes to go. Probably, like I said, about 7 minutes to a water break. RCB and Winfield still tied 0-0.
Now, see here, I'd like to see Caden put it somewhere,
as
you know, where they got to ask questions.
Yeah, unfortunately, just a little too far there, and the keeper's able to get that. But you know, I know how hard it is when you're kicking it that far to
really get it under control,
to get it perfectly I needed from your own 30 to hit it on the other team, say 20 instead of their 15. It's that's tough to do. Yeah.
Yeah, drop a dime right into that.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Oh.
If you can do that on a consistent basis, you'll find yourself with a professional soccer contract somewhere, you know, because that's not easy to do.
No.
Oh, man. As it's starting to get getting a little physical out there. I've been physical all game, but you can tell the physicality is even ramping up right now. Like I said, still nothing. Like I said, you know, looks like James Barnett's going to get a chance to come in here in the second half for RCB.
Well, and James is somebody like who last season we could count on to come in and give us some speed.
Yep.
And really make these defenses just question themselves. And I'd like to see more of that.
As he'll go in from McCain, which I think, like I said, it's a, have one guy's been on there, kind of a speedy guy, replace him with another speedy guy, but now with fresher legs. That makes sense. You want to try to, But that's the nice thing is if you have guys like that and multiple guys is that, you can tell them when they're out there, like, hey, I would expect you to go 100 miles per hour because, you're not going to be out there for 80 minutes. It's a good step by Corsini.
Yeah.
But it's going to get played back to.
And then right there, James Barnett shows you that over 30, 40 yards, he's got some pace.
Yep. Ball up there as LeVake tries to win that. Gets it back to Chandler. Chandler tries to play it up to James, but here comes. Ooh, nice job by Chandler to squash that out. Here comes Carson. Okay, Carson the other way. He's going to.
I think he could have given him a little bit more leash there. Like given him more of the ball to run onto.
Yeah. As here comes the Generals the other way. Oh, Caden. Oh, no, a little bit of miscommunication, but fortunately it gets to a spot where Wyatt is on his toes and ready because it hit him. Winfield player sitting down there on the opposite end of the field, but you hear.
Good touch to Anthony. There's so much space.
Yep. Oh, nice job by Anthony. Get around. But good job coming back by Winfield there. Here comes.
I wish he would have passed the ball.
Carson, good job stomping that out. Gets it to James. James going to look here. Tries to get back to. Well, Yahir and Carson kind of. Yahir couldn't quite get that. Fortunately, the player from Winfield's still down. So. Probably needs to be pointed. Yeah, there it is. And then we're going to have a stoppage of play here. And he'll get up.
Magically better.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Substitutions coming on. And RCB will have the throw in here.
But we've seen a lot of good going forward for RCB this half.
Yeah.
I think Yahir has contributed a lot in terms of pressing and trying to get, pull defenders out of the middle.
So, like I said, we got, I'm probably guy just maybe overheated right now. And, when that is obviously to be very concerned about. 23 and a half minutes left, but probably about.
Yeah. Probably going to need a little bit of check on the time here. We got a little clock issue. But it has been, we got to find somebody going forward. Is that you here? Could that be Carson? Could that be good little thought there going towards James?
Yep. Oh,
and
can you hear?
Said, okay, I'm going to take this for myself.
Tries to get to AJ Carver, but Carver and the here could not mesh. As like I said, we got about 3 minutes, probably till the water break. I would say.
But I'm glad to see Yahir took ownership there, took it by the and just said, okay, I'm going to go after. We're going to try and go forward because we've got to.
Nice job by Carson Bennett to win that ball there. As Gabbert there,
physical.
Oh, nice job, nice call because 19 who. Was it that Trolla Knight just grabbed it at one point, just grabbed him.
Right. But here in this moment right here, you got 22 minutes. This distance, I would be have an in-swinger looking for somebody's head.
Yeah, but I say this one, the last one was a go-to-goal. This is more try to get around the penalty area and see if you can try to.
Put it somewhere near the.
I think that was the thought, and I think he just hit it a little too
here, and somebody go attack it.
Exactly. But I mean, sometimes you just, I think it's just a little bit of a mishit, and that happens.
Yep.
But you could tell. I mean, the way he kicked it, you could tell he wasn't going for goal there. That was definitely supposed to be,
just a little too much pace.
Yeah. Whereas
Sorry,
we have
y'all,
about a
this has
little
been a
under
long
22 minutes left in the. Nice job by Chandler winning that one there. But here comes the Generals again, as there's that Trawa Knight wins that one. Here comes Carson Bennett the other way, and good job by Luke
McCara. Good defense.
Oh, but there's that. I believe that's that number 7. Yeah, that's Foudy, who stiffed in there. But fortunately, RCB was able to find their players. Here comes a ball in, and Wyatt Kinder and Rosie will fight, and Rosie does a good job of maybe not exactly winning the head ball, but making it so that Kinder had no ability to put any pace toward goal on it, so that'd be an easy cleanup for Wyatt Crislip. Like I said, probably 21 minutes, or about probably one more minute till we get a water break, and then so obviously if you're the players, try to, knowing that, maybe just let them know, like, hey, really try to go a little bit harder if you can. I know you're tired, but you get a water break here in about a minute. Just as Levesque here will take the throw in, tries to get to Yahir. Yahir does
and
nice
we're getting a really good contribution from Yahir this game.
Oh yeah.
I think he's more comfortable with his teammates.
Caden gets it over to, and
Rosie just get it out. Rosie just get it out.
Oh no! Here comes Kinder. Kinder's going to get it over here, and there's another one. Oh, RCB gets away with one.
For sure. I mean that, ladies and gentlemen, that is a gilded
and
chance.
that
Probably
is
the best chance of the whole game.
Yeah, and that will get us to the water break, as it'll be still 0-0. We're going to step away. We're watching the Robert C. Byrd streaming network.
From country to Christian, rock and roll to blues and soul, the Robinson Grand Performing Arts Center in the heart of downtown Clarksburg is your destination for spectacular live events and memory-making experiences. Visit therobinsongrand.com to find the next show you're coming to see.
Well, we're back from the water break here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
We got about 20 minutes left.
Yep, 20 minutes to go. Still nothing. Like I said, RCB kind of definitely got away with one there on that last possession. A little bit of a giveaway in the back. Had a good opportunity, but the Winfield just skied it a little bit, goes over the crossbar, and RCB gets away with one. But,
But But that should serve as a warning.
Yeah.
Because that should not happen.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, if either team scores, that's going to be that probably could be will probably be the decider of this game. This is one of those tight games that if any team gets that first goal, that's probably going to be about it. And as there's Caden playing up a little bit more, it seemed like. Looks like Jackson LeVake seems to be playing more of a... And he's done this before. Coach Min, when looking for a goal, is try to put Caden up there. Because I think Caden is probably one of their better offensive players, but he's just so good on defense, and defense is so important. I think
he's so strong, and he's such a good organizer.
Yep.
And I think it's smart because put Caden and Carson together.
Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, you gotta make sure to be strong in the back, and so, all right, as Wyatt Crislip there will at least get enough of it to clear it out, but
yeah, that was taking a risk there.
Yeah,
for sure,
a little bit too hard, and I think they're maybe next. I don't know if maybe Wyatt called for that.
Maybe.
And if he did, that is what it is. I mean, not call for it in the ball, but call for it to be played to his feet. And if he did, then that is what it is. But I'd say probably he had a little bit of time. That's where you turn it outside, look for options, and if not, just kick it out. Here comes Kinder again. Oh, full sprawl by Wyatt Crislip.
And then he hurt his hand, it looks like.
Looks like it hurt his hand a little bit.
Can't smack the boards don't hit back, okay?
Yep. So, but with 18 minutes to go, corner kick. Is this the first corner kick for Winfield today?
No, I think they had one down on the near side here, but
yeah, it hasn't been many.
Yeah.
As here goes is Kinder. Ooh. As Wyatt Crislip will come out and clean that up. And
I think the attacker has every right to go for the ball there.
No, that was not anything at all. That was just I saw Rosie kind of move because Wyatt told him to go, and it was just close though. So
not a bad idea there from you here.
Gets it over to Caden. Caden gets it to Chase. Chase gives it back to Caden. Oh, nice
little interplay there.
But Chase Davis gets to you hear.
Well, and you saw Jackson McCain on the left side, knew he probably should be there.
Yeah.
Tried to hit the ball, it just got cut out. But
yeah.
You can tell that they have worked on their rotation and how they move in practice because they're looking for each other.
Yeah. Oh, nice
job! Oh, good job, Yahir.
Beats the defender, but give the defender credit, number 27, Jordan Raines, for keeping with the play and not just giving up on it. As with about 16 and a half minutes to go, still nothing, Eagles Generals. As RCB with here comes the Generals the other way, gets it to Foudy. Foudy's going to play that long ball up, and it will just get to the edge of the box. That was Crislip did a great, because if Crislip wasn't on his horse, he's not getting to that. So
for sure, it came out quick.
Yeah, but fortunately, he was right there at the edge of the box to stop it. Caden Min couldn't quite save that, so as here comes Kinder with the ball, gets it over to Foudy, and they found Kinder there in the middle there, gets it back outside. Sorry, that's Kinder. Never mind. 17. That was Mann. Oh, Mann's got right in front of the goal, and
again, we are getting real lucky here.
That's still in. That's still in.
Get up.
Yeah, I've already say you had to get up because unlike other ones that hit the football goal post, that only hit the soccer post. So that was still live.
Yeah. And it's probably hard for Wyatt to know that.
Yeah. Well, no.
Got a sub coming on.
Yeah.
Looks like I can't. Is that
Carver?
Looks like Carver coming back for Yahir.
Yeah.
Yahir's had good minutes.
Yeah.
Yahir has given us some good minutes.
Yeah. But I mean, RCB was lucky that because it was right in Braden Mann's thing, it just got underneath him right in front of the goal. If he is able to one touch, that's probably a goal right there. But fortunately for RCB, gets caught underneath of him a little bit. But definitely right these last few minutes, I'd say Winfield's definitely looked the more dangerous side of the two.
Why do you think it's just we're getting tired, or like?
I think that's part of it. Hopefully, though, for both teams, it looks like we're getting a little bit of shade over the field. That should hopefully help. Because I think that was part of it. Was it was just you're right in the sun. Like there was no. But now.
Well, I appreciate that Caden has kind of taken a longer dribble here to give us a little bit of reset.
As he'll take a shot there, and it'll just fall into the hands of the keeper. With about 14 minutes to go. As gets through there, and here comes Trowell Knight.
This is about the third or fourth time in the last 5 minutes that switch ball has been. They've looked for it. They've looked for him to go at Rosie.
Yeah.
And does not look like Rosie's getting a whole lot of help on the left side.
Yeah.
Which is a problem because he can't do it all one-on-one all day, every day. He's played really well.
Yeah.
Up until this point.
Mm-hmm.
But with a guy that fast and strong.
Yeah.
You have got to have a second defender that's at least over there, like helping.
Yeah. And like I said, that's the downside to moving. Caden Min up because obviously as he does help out your offense, but there's a reason he's back there because he's arguably your best defender too. So
right.
You take him out of that's going to hurt your defense. That's why it's a gamble. Yeah. Oh, nice gets a little misplay, and he plays it over the top. Corsini?
And who's going to get to it? The keeper. And the Corsini
But Corsini forced the keeper to just kind of play it out because the keeper didn't want to take the risk of, if somebody were to get that ball. Here comes Yahir back in for Carver. So Carver gave a couple minutes there to give Yahir a bit of a water break, and now with 12.5 to go, Yahir's back in. That's Chase Davis here. Well, look, he's going to throw it. Gets it to Yahir. Yahir couldn't quite control it, and here comes, like I said, Winfield's been really good on these counterattacks. As now it's 4-on-4 right now. As Bradley Burnett does a good job of getting something there, and there's Chandler over the top.
And that's what they've been looking to do the whole game. Is they're sitting pretty low.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to. They've got 3 guys up front who are very quick, so they're looking for these. Let me dump a ball 30 yards, and make you choose to defend it.
Yeah. There's a foul there on Carson.
I don't blame him for that one because you kind of need to take it slow.
Yeah. As Sean, I'll tell you one thing Sean's done really well today is that when these guys from Winfield or either team tried to push that ball up, he's like, nope, you bring it back here. Because he was trying to get about 5 yards there, and he just told him no.
Yeah, that's, because we saw that in the Bridgeport game.
Yeah. Anytime that a team can do that, you do that, but he's been very fair about the fact, that's where the foul occurred, that's where it needs to be. Bradley goes down but doesn't get the ball, and here comes another opportunity here's a long shot, and that one would be, like I said, 3 points.
There's your field goal tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
I say, I don't know how good. I know last year Winfield's football team was really good. They went undefeated during the regular season, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
I don't remember. I'm not sure how good they are this year. They're probably really good. You don't usually go from undefeated to
Yeah, not special.
Exactly, but at the same time, as there's helping them out since with those goalie gloves you really can't tie your shoes. So Caden Min looks like he's going to drop back a bit, or at least he's dropping back right now. That might be temporary, but maybe Coach Min's seen what's going on and just said, you know what, we need Caden back there right now. And Luke is in as Yahir tries to go over the top. As here comes that Foudy, who, like I said, has looked really good. Just really good pace on the ball. And there's the Knight again. As there's Caden with the ball. Gets over to Carson. Carson looking. Gets it back to Caden. Caden gets over to here, and now there's him going up again though. So Caden.
Right. Well, and we've kind of he's kind of moving within the structure. He's kind of orchestrating how he's going.
Yeah.
Somebody said something to him because he was trying to go back to the defense, and Carson said, no.
Yeah.
Why don't you
it looks
play
like Corsini's actually playing defense right now. So it looks like they have Corsini back.
Great step by Rosie.
Yeah. Goes to Luke. Luke's looking around, see if he can find someone. Gives it to Carson. That was a really good find in very close space because there's generals all over him right there.
For sure. Jackson LeVake is up front.
Yep. Like I say, he played up front. He's played up front some. He's really played a lot of positions. He plays. I've seen.
And he's played a lot of positions, and he's not looked out of place.
Oh no. He's good at all of them. He's good he's a good forward. He's a good defender. Oh, but there's as here comes Knight. As he tries to get it to, I'm trying to see who that was that had it off his feet because there's Knight passing it.
I couldn't tell, and I couldn't
That's
catch
29. I think that's Landon Carey who just couldn't get control of it. But like I said, they've been
They've been knocking on the door.
They've been knocking on the door there. One good pass away, it seems like. As it looks like Chase Davis is coming in, and Carson Bennett will get a seat.
Well, and that, I think, is a little bit of a, hey, we need to talk.
Yeah, probably need to. And also, maybe he's dragging a bit, so tell him, hey, get a quick drink. But because I think there's a good chance he'll go back in here in a couple minutes, but you just might be like, look, we need you for the last 5. To be fair, I think that was more the Winfield player that kind of took out his own guy.
Oh, yeah. I hope that keeper's okay.
Yeah, I hope the keeper's okay. Looks like he's fine. As that was Jackson LeVake involved in that too. And good job coming back for. Oh, but you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear?
Oh, that's a corner.
They're going to call a goal kick. They're saying that they said that it did not go off of a Winfield player. As good job by Caden Min stepping up to win that one. Gets over to Jackson McCain.
Who's pretty deep now.
Pretty deep. Tries to get to Luke, but played off Luke. But Luke does a good job of. Here comes Bradley Burnett. Gets it back to Caden Min. So Caden's gets it to Corsini. Corsini's going to probably play it up, but it's going to go to Foudy. Chris Foudy. Well, good job by Bradley to keep fighting through that because he went down, but he's gonna right through the thing.
Oh, I thought there was a chance that was gonna roll, just sneak in.
Yeah, I know. For a second there, when it just kept rolling, it's like, oh, thank goodness. About 6 minutes to go, still nothing. RCB versus Winfield, as we got another sub here. As it's at Carson. Yeah, Carson's coming back on.
Yeah,
so
just needed a break.
He's going to come on for McCain. So 6 minutes to go. RCB tied 0-0 with Winfield, but Winfield's definitely been gaining some strength as this game has gone on. But here's here making a really nice play. Gets it to Luke Macara. Luke going to try to get it to
That's
LeVake.
Not a bad ball at all.
No, it's not.
Gotta answer questions.
You're going to say, but
that's about the best outcome you could get for that ball.
Willie Chambers, give the defender credit. Willie Chambers did a good job cutting that off, but nothing else. He won a deep throw, and here comes Corsini pushing up because he's got a monster throw in. So the idea is he's going to make this into like a corner kick almost for RCB.
Well, and I'd like to see. We got to get somebody's head on it. Like
you're here, does
not a bad choice. You hear,
yeah.
Not a bad try there.
Yep. But obviously we had a defender right all over him, so that was hard. But he did a good job directing it
to get control, to get a touch on it. Yeah,
get a touch on it. Yeah. I mean, like I said, Yahir should be very proud of the way he's played today. I think he's looked really good.
Well, and he's not the tallest guy, but he's strong and he's fast and he's determined, and that that's get him touches, going to get him looks.
Here comes Rosie, gets it over.
Not a bad idea there.
Good job to Luke.
Good turn by Luke Macara.
Couldn't
if
quite
that ball just a little bit more pace to it, and we have Jackson LeVake off to the races.
Yeah.
And
Carson
could be there again. Reset it and run it again. It's a little
heavy.
heavy.
A little heavy touch there by Rosie, and here comes the Generals the other way, but nice job by.
Tricky, good move by
Caden Min
to get a little space, and then just it's 4 minutes to go in the game. He's tired.
Yeah, he was just trying to get that out of there, get people back, get the numbers back here as RCB wants to deal with that counterattack. Is Foudy there, tries to control it, but good job by Carson. Ooh, nice move by Carson. And couldn't quite get it to Rosie, though.
Well, I think Rosie thought he had it and was going up the side.
Yeah, that's what I think happened. As here comes Wyatt Crislip. He's gonna take that ball with 3.5 minutes to go. And he gets into that one. Hits around the 35 of Winfield. Oh, a little bit of ring around the Rosie there.
Oh, now
I don't think that was here's the thing. They both went down, but I think, he had his arm out, LeVake had his arm out. I don't know if that's really a foul on either guy.
Right. I guess you give deference to the defender there, but.
Yeah. And also, he was the one more on the ball, so I guess that makes sense from that standpoint.
Great little run by Brad.
That was really being brave right there, because obviously he knew that there was a good chance he could get kicked right there, but he just ran through it.
But he ran through it.
So 3 minutes to go, though, but here comes them the other way. Oh, good job, because there was a guy on the other end that had a run through for Winfield. Had Caden not got a touch on that. All right, there's Corsini. Good job by Corsini to get it out there. Gets it to LeVake. LeVake will try to play there. And
now good little defensive move there, and the defense.
As Jackson was thinking that the defender was going to take a touch.
And he's hurt.
Oh. Okay. And there's the defender trying to help him out. He's cramping a bit.
Oh, that was scary. That was scary there for a hot second, guys and gals.
Oh, there's something. I think he did.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a pretty good contest. Good to see. Yeah, just a little cramp there. But it looks like there's a call for a corner.
Yep. I guess it must have had a touch on Winfield. I guess the Winfield player thought it didn't touch anybody, but it must have hit off a Winfield player. So.
Well, you got a minute 55. You got to put it somewhere where somebody can get ahead on it.
Yep. Here comes a couple substitutions here.
Love to see Jackson McCain get subbed on and get a goal.
Yep.
That would do a lot for his confidence.
Yep. As it's calling in for Yahir, who we talked about how he's given really good minutes, but I guess for the last 2 minutes you want to try to get some fresh legs here. As that Chase Davis there, and that's going to be another corner, so he'll try again. That was not a bad ball.
No, it was kind of trying to be sneaky getting in that near corner.
Yep.
But they've got guys on the both ends.
Yep. Here comes another one in, and Caden's going to get to that. But he couldn't direct it on goal.
Couldn't put it back towards the center.
Yep.
Well, that happens.
That happens. It was a good effort. I mean, it's hard to. There's a reason why it's hard to head those balls in. About minute 15 to go. Still nothing as RCB and Winfield. As Winfield has the ball now, trying to see if they can create that one big opportunity. Here comes Wright Crislip out of the goal.
Oh my God!
Gets it to Chase Davis. Fortunately, like I said, it goes to Chase and not to a Winfield player. As it's going to be a throw-in for RCB. Less than a minute left.
Well, and in that instance, you got to make sure that you know exactly who's getting that ball.
Yeah. Either that or you're kicking it into the stands, basically.
Right.
And so that's going to be off of Winfield, though, there. So RCB is going to have a throw here with under 40 seconds.
You got to go.
Yep. Going to look here as Rosie's going to drop it back to Corsini. Corsini's going to try to get up to Luke. Luke turns, gets to LeVake. LeVake gets a touch, and it's going to go to the keeper with about 20 seconds left. Long ball up.
Just got to make sure you get a touch.
I would say as Caden Min there tries to, with 11 seconds to go. Oh, here comes a breakout.
And it's a 3-on-6. Looks like.
Yep. Oh, great play by Chandler Walls. That probably does it. Yeah.
That's a senior for you.
Yeah. As obviously they're at just enough time maybe to make it if they with it clean, but he does a good job of just cutting that out just enough so that obviously as this will end as RCB will have now tied 3 in a row as third tie in a row, 6 games without a loss. That's Winfield's first tie of the season. They will go to 5-2-1. RCB will go to 3-2-3. So good.
Not a bad result.
Not a bad result at all. Like I said, it's a good game. Both teams did a lot of positive things. If you're RCB though, the big thing you gotta think about is now 3 games, 1 goal. Scored, and your only goal scored. So in the last 3 games, your goalkeeper's the only one who's put the ball in the back of the net for your team.
And so and it's not like shooting drills.
No.
It is tactical in